In this problem, we're going to draw the electronic structure for the ground state of the radioisotope F-18, which is used in PET scans. Then we will also answer how many valence electrons does it contain, and we will draw a dot diagram for the atom. So first of all, we're going to start at the periodic table. We're going to look for F-18, which is fluorine, and we find fluorine right here. On the periodic table, we notice that fluorine has an atomic number of 18 and a mass number of 19. However, in the problem, we see that it's F-18, and that's what we're going to go with always, is what's given in the problem if there is a different mass. That means we're working with a different isotope. So it's F-18 with an atomic number of 9. And next we want to identify how many protons and electrons and neutrons are present. Protons, I'm going to look right here at the atomic number, and that tells me I have 9. Electrons, if it's a neutral atom, is going to be exactly the same, 9. And then neutrons, I take the mass number, again staying with the 18, subtract 9 protons, and the remaining mass is going to come from neutrons, so I have 9 neutrons. Next I'm going to draw the electronic structure. I'm going to put the protons and the neutrons in the nucleus. And then I'm ready to look at the electron shells. So for fluorine, I notice that it's found in the second period. So that tells me that it has 1 shell of electrons. We may draw half circles, 2 shells of electrons, 1 for each period. In the first shell, or first period, I see that there are always 2 boxes, and that corresponds to 2 electrons. In the second period, I'm going to count the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes, which corresponds to 7 electrons. 5, 6, 7. And altogether, that is 2 electrons in the first shell, 7 in the second shell, and that adds up to the 9 electrons that I would expect to see for fluorine. Now we're ready to answer how many valence electrons does this contain. For valence electrons, I'm going to look at the outermost shell, and that is 7 valence electrons. And a dot diagram simply represents that in a simpler way by using dots. So fluorine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 valence electrons, and there's 1 electron here only that is not paired.